welcome or welcome back to Frequency Phoenix 555 for your message or massages. Big cat, guess what? I've got intel. Yes, baby. Hot off the press. Yes, I've had a visitation. A visitation, no less. But before we get into that peccadillo, we're going to get into some other peccadillos, right? Because I've got to go from A to B. I can't get into the C, D, and E, and F before we go with the A and B. So we're going to kick off strong, darling dears. I've got me notes so that I can keep online because I've got a whole bushel. I've got quite a bit to unpack with you today, darling dears. Can I unpack them? Give me a cat in the comments if you want everything. The unfiltered, unpacked. Good morning, Mother Angel. First in the chat. Fist bump. Fifi Daly, glad you could pop in. Kissy Washington, I knew you was coming, dear. You knew that Major Intel was afoot. Stacy Trainer, baby. Are you Megan's sister? Because I'm telling you, they wants to be you too. No diss. That's why they try to perpetrate the wickedness. Let's push off. Right. I've got so many wires around me, right? And I've got no one to blame but me. I try to keep everything in front of me because if I keep calling the 70-year-old, they get upset. And it's his day off from college. I'll only call him in an emergency, like my mocha's run out. Can you refill me, Scotty? Okay. The planetary energies today, darling dear. The moon enters Taurus, the second house. What is Taurus? Taurus is about what? Your values, darling dear. Your monies, your Skrilla, your Pentacale.com, your work ethic. It's about looking at your income, developing more what? Fortius routines. Get into the bag, darling dears. The bag. Why do you need the bag? It's right up there with oxygen and water, I told you. Especially in the free world. Better to be what? Upset and going through the DNS in the back of a limousine, darling dear, than on the back of a rickety bike. Anyhow, as I said, the moon enters Taurus, then triggers, and the moon right is proper sneaky today, guys. Let me turn down the music so you can hear what I go on with the moon. The moon's going on with some things, blood. Some things, right? It enters Taurus, right? Then triggers an intense Saturn and Uranus square to blood clot. Yes! F shit from the gate, right? This has been one of the core astrological aspects during 2021, right? It happened on the 17th of February, the 14th of June, and the third and final one will be on the 24th of December. This is going to cause a lot of tension and frustration throughout the day. That's why you must focus your energies today, darling dear. Don't get caught up in bull swanky or fucking ease blood. Emotions are going to be erratic because the moon and Uranus, them don't like each other. No, them don't. The moon don't really F with Uranus because Uranus, right, is a rebel. Yes, right. Uranus fights for individualism, right? Uranium believes, anyway, let's carry on, right? The moon and Uranus don't really fucks with each other like that, right? So it's going to bring a what? A struggle to change with the times, yet hold on to the past, bitch. Baby, big cat, brass is stream. We don't hold on to the past. It's a teaching tool. You look at it and look away. Why? Because you must forgive, darling dear. Forgive. But remember that bastardo's name. Hey! Alright, let's get into the notes that got me up proper early this morning. I'm going to tell you why. Oh, do you want to know the why before I went into this? Because everything is a teaching tool, right? My oldest, Kenya, she's doing her master's in criminal psychology and mental health. So when certain peccadillos cross my path, I discuss it with her at length. In fact, it's one of the key points of her thesis for the dissertation for her master's, right? Criminal psychology. The ex-narc wants to be friends. Before I go into my peccadillos, right? Let me tell you what happened to me. I was minding my... Can I talk? Can we have a quick tete-a-tete? Because everything is a teaching tool for the big cat. I walk it like I talk it. Son of Wonder Woman, you're asking where am I? I'm in the UK, darling dear. I'm holding down the flag for the Jamaicans and the big cats worldwide. And if you've been here a while, you're an honorary Jamaican. So you understand what point A and point B is, babe. Because it's been afoot. Oh yes, it's been afoot. It's been bandied around. Hey! Right. Let's get into this. I was minding my own business, right? Let me lubricate my larynx. Bitch, if that didn't make me run for a Bob Marley, I don't know what would have, right? Because me trung around here. I told you we don't use the S anymore. We just use trung. They need to know this. Anyhow, I was minding my own business when my phone rang. Right, I was listening to my Boosie Bad Ass, and I'd followed it up with my James Brown and Pavarotti rendition. It's a man's well. It's a beautiful track. Pavarotti. I didn't know that they could make two bad asses in their fields. God is good. The gift of true music, darling. It speaks to me. Anyhow, that's James Brown and the Pavarotti when It's a Man's World mix, baby. Anyway, I was listening to my shit, right? Minding my own business, feng shuiing my damn self. You know, you keep yourself to yourself. My phone rang. I didn't recognize the mobile number because I told you in a previous video, my downstairs toilet is broken. The handle's broken. But I'm from Jamaican stockage. Just because the handle's broken doesn't mean the toilet can't use. You walk with a bucket of water. But I didn't tell the progeny that because also... Listen! Let me stop sidetracking because I need to get you to this teaching tool, right? Are you settled in? Do you have your popcorn? Do you have your mockers? Right. I thought it was the plumber that was coming to fix the toilet because it was past the time they were supposed to turn up. So I answered it. And I heard this happy-go-lucky voice saying, hello, hello. I said, hello, good evening. Who is this? And then it went in and out, like, you know, bad connection. So I'm thinking, what's going on here? And then the connection came in strong, and they said their name. It was Dark Vader, the bringer of the darkness, the giver of the two-piece, the one that loved to beat me about my cranium with right words of lack, less than, told me all of this and that, in hearing of my progeny for years. I took it. But I didn't take it. I took it, but I didn't take it. Why? Because I made him leave 10 times. He had to pack that shit 10 times. But I couldn't take the verbal and the mental and emotional abuse anymore. Couldn't. He broke me. I didn't know that I was a fool and stupid and educated idiot was his lovely term of endearment for me. And the word cunt. C-U-N-T. That's why I hate that word. Anyhow, it was him on the line. I said, "But Jesus, what is this cross is on me in my life?" So I said, "Oh, hello." So I remained silent because big cat, we don't respond. We listen. I said, you know what? God made this call come through for a reason. So he's like, oh, because our son, O'Shea, is going to be 18, right? O'Shea was born on New Year's Day, right? Karma Moore was born on the 10th of the 10th. You know, it's a breakthrough kind of a number, but it's his father's birth date as well, right? So significant dates. O'Shea's 18th coming up. Okay, I understand. There would be some form of contact wanting to get involved in all this shit, right? So he asked if anything had been planned. I told him what the plans were and what's going to happen. We'll possibly be going out to eat on his birthday, and the day after that, he'll be going and hanging with his friends. So he then said, oh, well, I would like to be included with whatever's going on with O'Shea. I'd like to come. He wants to come with us. He wants to come with me. You don't listen. Hold on a minute. Wait, Nicole, stop rushing me, because you know I'll forget, and then I'll jump all over the place and start talking about something else. Right. Yes. Let me get my marker again, mate. Pull up your chair. Right. Ken Bino, glad you could pop in. Miss Brown, Chef Brown, the effrontery. Yes, I know. Anyway. So I said, okay then. If we go out to eat, of course, yeah, okay then, you can come. No problem. Wait, Nicole, I'm not a fool. No, I'm not stupid. Come on. Big Cat knows what Big Cat is doing. Big Cat. When that phone rang, this is my ancestors, whatever they was doing, they went like this. And they ran up behind me. Right? I could feel the chair sliding up like this. My common sense went ping. Right? Right? Yeah. So then he goes, because I would like us to be friends. I said, be friends. I said, me and you will never, I can't be your friend. Me and you will never be friends again. Right? So then I said to him, can I ask you a question? He said, what? I don't know what he thought I was going to ask. I decided to take this time to ask about the divorce papers because I couldn't speak to him. I said, why won't you sign the divorce papers? I said, you've wasted £3,000 of my skrillers. That same £3,000, I could have bought a car for my son's 18th birthday. You're wasting my skrillers. He said, he doesn't agree with what's written in there. Listen, I wrote only about 10 things what he did in the marriage, only 10. He wants me to take out that, right? So it can be cut and clear and everybody go about their business. He then went on to say, I've told you I'm sorry, right? I know that the marriage broke down because of me, the things that I did. We wasn't living like that when I first came, when we first got together. No, he wasn't, because you was a blood clot in disguise. Yes, yes. So, that's what he said. He wants to be friends. We can't be friends. I said to him, because he kept saying, I'm sorry and I'm sorry. And I said his name. I didn't say what I really want to say, but my inflection of tone meant many things. The music is interrupting me. Trying to remember it because my mind is getting hazy because it was F shit, right? We can't be friends. We cannot be friends. I said to him, I said his name, I said, you know what? I forgave you a long time ago. So that is in terms what? A punch in the face, right? Oh, I forgave you. But there's one peccadillo that I can't forget. Why we cannot be friends. Because I know you guys, I say we don't say anything, but divine, at that moment in time, it's like a cold sweat went over my body. And my hands was cold, they were shaking, and I said, we can't be friends because of the chlamydia woman. I said, you brought her into our marriage 10 years ago, right? Gave me chlamydia while I was still breastfeeding our daughter. You started calling me a cunt so you could get out of the house to go and see that woman. You created what psychological disorders in my cranium with this person. I put you out the house, you went to her house, right? And still came back to me. After that, confused.com, I know. I told you I've been through it, right? I went through the age where I was gaga, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, right? Pliable, like taffy, right? I said, not only that, you kept that woman in the background for 10 years while you verbally abused me, put your hands on me, right? Told me that you was going to send me back under my mother every time you wanted to curse me out for hours on end in hearing of our progeny, which you affected. They have emotional eating disorders, all three of them, right? You put my progeny, right, aside for 3 years. You haven't seen them a full 30 days out of the 3 years, not consecutively. You know what I mean? I then went on to say, I'm a Hioka high priestess. On a daily basis, people come to me for me to teach them how to be a big cat. And I sat up in my chair when I said that. All the time he's just silent, right? I said it would be against God, right? For me to be friends with you. I said until you sign that dotted line, you will go through karma. And unfortunately, I cannot share in said karma by being your friend. So no, we can't be friends. So if you want to go to dinner on my son's birthday, no problem. I bid you good evening. And I put down my mobile. Let me tell you something. Don't get caught out. 'Tis the season to be vigilant. Listen, that nastiness, that spiritual attack has been on me for what, 3 occasions? This is the 3rd occasion I've told you about. When you tell somebody off or tell them to F off, you speak in the Queen's English. Because if you get mad or shout, anger clouds your judgment and twists your words, and you'll be in their field, right? Pray for the predator. Yes, told him to fuck off in the Queen's English. Thank you very much, sir. Please and thanks. Oh, readjust. That's what happened. Then we're going to talk about why the ex-narc wants to be friends. It's called what? Psychological displacement, darling dears. They want to get at your psychological password again. Why? Their ego is their amigo. I know, it's their amigo. Right? They need to go and listen to Selena Gomez's what? Look at her now. And while they're there, they better double it down with Alicia Keys, Brand New Me. Push clap. Right? You dodged a bullet, darling dears. Proverbs 31:10. Never doubt yourself. You did the right thing. It wasn't easy. Because when you left that situation, you was deep in the, you still believed the fucking East blood. You was being served, right? By what? An airbender. Airbender. Their ego is their amigo, blood. They can ego off, as far as I'm concerned. I told you many times, big cat, you pee glitter, and you shat cupcakes, and you fart rainbows. And I'll have nothing else said. Proverbs 31:10, more precious than diamonds or gold. And then on top of that, you've been crowned as one of the 144,000 chosen as light worker and star seed to wake up whom wants to be awake. They ain't seen nothing yet, big cat. Wait until the grand conjunction comes and goes. We're going to bend the matrix. Us, yes. The wild card. The underestimated. What you feel like. Sure. I don't have enough teeth to suck. Where's my thingamajig? Right? So the hotel got me crusty of lip, guys. That's what I'm saying. Come on here. Leave my fingers saying it. Love and light! Yes! What you need to understand, Big Cat, they was never your friend. They was never your friend from the start. They was an Agent Smith affiliate, a doppelganger, a Judas in a Peter suit. You, with your power grid, had much to offer. Whether it was your looks, your time, your money, right? Your business acumen, your kindness, right? Or you cooked like Brown Chef, right? Your creativities, like Nancy Vasquez. You can create a whole movie and put that bitch up on a big screen. Your creativities, darling, there. Or your WAP. Told you that spiritual WAP will get them crazy. They try to boomerang back into it like this. But when they tried to get into mine, I said, hell no! We cannot be friends! I didn't want to go to prison. Anyway, like I said, they will try psychological displacement, which is backed up by a big cup of opium and cognitive dissonance. Didn't allow it. Right? It fell off my chair. Can't believe that shit. But you better believe it, right? They don't want to be friends. They want a plan B, C, D, all the way through to Z. Right? You are one of the many lucky ones that they're hitting up. Why are they hitting you up? Because you have to remember, right? The only time you see wolves and prey, right, as friends in a cute picture is on Facebook, mate. That's not how it go. In the wild, no, they didn't just sidle up to each other and the wolf is playing with his lunch. Are you mad, blood? Anyhow, right? You have to remember, when you leave a predator and a prey in the room, right? Leave them in the room long enough and someone is going to get hungry. Someone's going to get curious. Someone's going to get bored. And someone's got to get eaten. And who do you think will be eaten? Not the big cat, I tell you that. Hey! No! Bitch! I think I need to put on another... Listen. I need another set of ears to go with my set of ears, blood. Not the big cat. No. Right? Oh, I told you already. The hoovering. I didn't get a hoovering, mate. I got a full-on brainwash. And it didn't work. Because my cranium is locked tight and focused on Father, God, Mother, Isis. Focused on what? Co-creating in their name. Focused on giving healing on a daily basis. Not everybody is as strong as I was or had that power. Or even when you do have the strength to leave that situation, you second guess yourself. You wasn't wrong, mate. You dodged a bullet. They're trying to get at your psychological password again. Fetch the black bags. Yes! Right? They'll return, right? Sure that they're sure, right? They're betting on the fact that you still believe in fairy tales. More like an armchair thriller, blood. Or, right, they haven't snagged a new replacement. So they're going through their roster, right? Or possibly the rookie, right? The tree sloth that they've currently involved themselves with. It's not working out. Possibly the tree sloth has got one brain cell, and that one brain cell realized they're being fucked over. I don't know. Pardon me. That was a spiritual belch because I speaks the truth, Roof. Pinkies up. What else happened? No, listen, I feel like I need to get back into, no, there's not more to say about that, right? Let me tell you something, Big Cat. As long as you are willing to delude yourself, right? That narc is more than happy to come back and sink their teeth right back into your softest parts. Yes, you'll be put on a slow chew, right? 6 main points why they wants to be friends. He wants to use you for their sick and twisted games. If you are no longer a part of their life, they will do everything in their power to be close to you. Yes, they will. They can't stand the fact that you ended the relationship, that shit show of cognitive dissonance and other worth and lack. Black pocketers, no hairline blood. And I told you, I was nervous. I developed, right? Look at my palms, I've still got the marks. I developed dyshydrotic eczema to ras clot. I didn't even know you could get eczema on your hands and feet. My blood pressure was high, my heart was beating. I was drinking like a sailor. Cognitive dissonance. Right? They can't stand the fact, right, that you ended the situationship. They was always the dominant one, right, in whatever situation shit you found yourself in. Poor naive you. We'll grieve about that later, but we're gonna move on, right? Why? Because you obeyed the rules. You did what they wanted. Whether they had a tantrum, they had a rage, withhold the sex, or try to force you into sex, withheld money. They did so many bad things. They did a lot of bad shit. Right? Your voice was not heard in that situation shit. You did exactly what they wanted. Otherwise, you had many consequences to bear. Your back was nearly broken with consequences. Confused.com. Eggshells? Listen, I told you, Big Cat, you can't be around people that you have to track with your eyes. It's not good for your mental health, which is your wealth, right? They want that ex-narc wants to be friends. Why? Because they want to keep a close eye on you. Even though they're IFing your social medias, they're linking up, right, with your family members or old friends, telling them how sorry they are. If shit, right? It's bull swanky being fed to the feeble-minded so they can become flying monkeys in your life, right? You better say stop in the name of love of self, blood. Proverbs 31:10. They want to sliver back in, mate. Right? So they can keep an eye on you. They can't stand, right, to see you happy. They want to see you happy. They will use every moment of that friendship that you allow if you are what? Weak-minded. Timothy 3:6, it says, right? The evildoer, the sinful one, will try and worm their way back in. Why? Because they believe you to be weak-minded. A dummy bat. A dummy bat! How about that, Big Cat? I know the effrontery of it. They just want the chance to get up close, right? So they can wash your brain again. Yes! Right? And guess what, Big Cat? Another reason why they want to be friends. I told you, right? Their roster is effed up at this moment in time. So they will go for the what? The weakest mind. The one that put up with it the most. right? To try and ensnare you in their skullduggerous, scandalous trap. Yes. They, the ex-narc, will want to be your friend. Why? They want sexual access. Yes, I told you. That spiritual web, that God-given photon, and want it back. Nobody rocked the world the way you did. Why? Because you held them in the embrace of true love. Yes, it was misbeguided because you didn't understand the full love of self. That was then, this is now, big cat. It's the rise of the big cat, don't you know? And they haven't got the memo. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. You have to remember, right? They want to remain your friend, right? And will eventually, right, use that situation shit as a chance to get you in the bed for a bit of rumpy-pumpy and drop off a soul tie and possibly an STD. How about that? Or maybe even what? Drop off a bambino on you, right? To keep you trapped. When they don't understand, when Big Cat has progeny, this is when you roll. This is when you rock on. This is when you become the patriarch or the matriarch of your family. I told you, Big Cat's gone rogue. What's the matter? They didn't get the memo. They want to have sex contact. They want some of this. Listen, I'm going to start laughing like Chow. Bosh, clap. Yes, you know Chow from Hangover. They want sexual access. They want, right, to control you all over again. When they had control of you, darling dear, your power grid was such that they felt like the Almighty Father God, right? They felt higher than Father God. But when you left, pissed off, did the tinky winky, chewed off your foot, right? Got that common sense, found your flip-flop. And your dignity was right next to your Proverbs 31:10, darling dear. Their whole world fell apart. The illusion of it all fell apart. They didn't think you'd find the strength to go away. Whether you left or was discarded, they didn't think you'd find the strength to stay away. Come on, look how inviting it was to be abused on all levels, to be lied to. It was so inviting. But you simply had to prohibit yourself and adopt what? Listen, my 2 ears are trying to fall off my head, right? You had to adopt what? The Easter Island and Stevie Wonder. They couldn't believe how strong you became. That you were strong enough to do something like that. Put yourself first. Love yourself. Believe it. But you have to remember, right, that they are now what? Licking their wounds, mate. So they're a cunning beast. A cunning beast. Trying to come up with a plan, right, to win you back. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. Don't do it. No! Win back what? I think not, Scotty. I think not. Had to put my back into it. You have to remember, Big Cat, they don't miss you. They don't even know who you truly are. They just looked at what you brought to the tableau and kept doubling down on it. I did it too. I thought because I came from a broken family, a dysfunctional past, and he came from same said shiz naive, that he'd want a foundation for his own children. No, I was stupid. Wasted nearly 2 decades, mate. But it wasn't wasted. Oh, I forgot to tell you, right? Yeah, right? And before I said good evening, all right, I said to him, in matter of fact, I want to thank you. Yes, I wanted to thank you for a long time. Because that white cut to the meat, the cut to my white meat, right, was the best thing that could have ever happened to me. I was able to break a generational curse and show my progeny how to create generational wealth. So I thank you. I did. I put that on my progeny, mate. Told you, the devil's trying to make me forget how I served it. You serve it, darling dear. And then you beef up your security. That's possibly why Spirit led me to go and buy all of those cameras and ring out the perimeter, so that nobody can step on my property without me knowing. I tell you, sometimes when Spirit prompts you to do things, you may think it's stupid, or you may think, oh, I want to be like MacDuck and keep all of my skrillers. No, babe. Act immediately, because you've got income in. And if you've got progeny, you have to protect them, whether they like it or not. Right. Yes, Big Cat, it was something. Their personality disorder makes it impossible for them to act like a normal human being. Don't even touch on the fact that they're a spiritual being, right? Incarnated on this Malkuth to live their life purpose. Big Cat, you better go and wrap yourself around your birth natal chart and do a full yippee-ki-yay into discovering you. It's all about you, darling dear. It's the you show. Your life purpose, darling dear, right? And lots of you say to me, where is my life purpose? I don't know what it is. It's in your North Node, blood. It's in your North Node. Have we even got time to pull a card? Yeah, why not? We're already here. Let's see what comes out. Bloody cheek of it all. They don't want to be your friend, right? Let's go through the top 6 before we push on, right? They want to what? Put a psychological displacement on you. Their ego is their amigo, right? So you know they're full of hip shit, right? Cunning and trickery, right? Which is what? Out and out bull swanky. You dodged the bullet, darling dears. They was never your friend. Nope. Don't you ever think that. It was called the love bombing stage to get those emotional soul ties going, to make everything be your fault. Blame shifter. Right. The top 6 is why? Because he wants you to play, or they want you to play their sick games again, right? They will do everything in their power to get close to you again. They can't stand the fact that you ended the situation shit, right? A situation where you wasn't heard. You had to obey their rules. Otherwise, there was many consequences, right? They want to keep you close so that they can break up with you, blood. Yes! Listen, I'm telling you, they want to do a switcheroo and put a plot twist in your life. They want to be the ones to tell you to F off, get out. And they're going to rip your heart straight out of your chest and back up their truck. The one they still possibly got on load, right? All over it. They want to break up with you. They want to be the one to say 2 of these and 1 of those. No, babe. Listen, I told you already. I've already embodied you with the strength of the red light, green light champion of 79. Is he mad blood? What did he think he was calling yesterday? My whole ancestral team just came in the back line. Yes! Right? They want to break up with you, right? They can't stand to see you happy, right? And they want to wash your brain again. They want access to your spiritual WAP or your God-given futum. Yes, I told you. Porky sticks of doom. Yes, they're remembering when you held them tight and was screaming, Hercules, Hercules. Yes, come through Bruno Mars. Posh clap. They had you smoking out the window. Yes, they did. Ha ha. I remember those days. That spiritual lesson, mate. Nothing like that. To clear up a thing or two in my cranium. Make me realize that, what, bitch? You left me on my back. Or I was on my back, but I was able to look up and get up. Nothing like a big cat with a prayer in their heart and a plan that they keep silent. Put a sock in it. Pack it in. Tell no one nothing. Right? They want access to your good seat of emperors and empresses. Right? After the most of us have been what? Celibate for all this time. When Father God said, shut up shop, you said, okay. Why? Because you had to hear. You had to hear what came from within to recognize your greatness, big cat. Right? And they want control of you again, right? They want their God complex, right? I told you their ego is their amigo. They want that God complex to be fed again. And remember, when they're trying to be friends with you, you are just one of the roster, darling dear. They're looking for the one with the weakest mind. Timothy 3:6. Weak mind, weak tongue round here. I told you we don't use the S anymore. It's tongue. And it's got no O. It's got an A in it. Tongue. Beggars beyond belief, mate. It happened in 3, and you know how I love a throuple, so we're about to be blessed, darling dear. All of these occurrences are happening, right? Just before we approach the Grand Conjunction. And I told you about this tale because it's a tale to be strong, big cat. Whatever you're doing gorgeous, lovely, and fabulous. You've got the attention of all bottom feeders, far and wide. Expect visitations, but I've told you about this so that you can be prepared. Don't let them try and pander to your ego, try and compliment you, try and tell you how sorry they were. Imagine that. Big cat, they were so sorry they was breaking out some other bitch's back, thrusting in the sorries to some feeble-minded tree sloth. And now they want to give you the essence of that crack-on craziness in the form of a soul tie. I know, bitch. Mitch can't kill my vibe. Mitch can't kill my vibe. I can see the energy from 30,000 miles away. And it's 2 of these and 1 of those. And bitch, you better stay away. Because you've got backup, which you already called your ancestral team. Listen, I don't have enough teeth to suck. I'm down to 31 of my 32. I told you, I haven't got enough to suck. I want to come through and take, I told you, they don't even want to take the piss. They want to come through and take the shit in your lifeblood. They've gone past the piss, mate. The shit. They want your frown, right, to always be down. They want your hairline pitchy-patchy. They want you brock-pocketus. They want you to be an emotional prisoner to whatever cribbages, right? This creature from the backwoods with yarn for hair and possibly needing what? A bath, antibiotics. And a full-on restraining order. And not necessarily in that order. Big cat, know your worth. This is what I teach you. Find your worth and everything else will line up for you. Spirit wants to bless you in so many ways, big cat. But you have to be strong. I told you, before the biggest blessing, the devil's allowed to F with you. 144 in the chat. Fist bump. Chosen you be. Before you're about to be blessed in ways you can't even comprehend, the devil will send in what? Its strongest work, a little finger. I command a Decepticon, Prakala or Prakalisha is their name. This shit is their game. And fucking easy is what they're leading with. I told you, big cat. And I lead by example. If you've got debts, pay them off before the 21st of December 2021. If you can't pay them, you put a true payment plan in place, right? Start lessening what you want out of it. If you want to stop smoking, start putting it in the hemisphere. Speak it, right? Call your ancestors to be strong. and send you that energy. This is a time when we are stripper cats. I told you, as I paid off those 2 bills, Divine took one of his fingers' blood. I'm sure he still got it on, but it didn't work like it used to. Yes. Sure, he didn't use that finger to down me, this 9-fingered bandit. Bitch! Bitch! Listen, they provide so much evidence for mirth, for laughter, and joviality. Yes! Another word! Ha ha! Trying to catch the red light, green light champion. Bitch, they better go speak to their inner Chucky and realize that this is a non-starter. It's dead in the water. If you come in my face, I will pick you up on my security cameras, and daren't you approach me when I'm approaching my chariot of righteousness. The reason why I call my chariot of righteousness a chariot of righteousness, because anywhere I go in it is righteous. Right? I know Kung Fu and Karate. And you will get the benefit of my 3 go-to moves. A quick, right? And dare you try and pick me up, I will use my limb destructors, right? To break a bitch down. We don't tussle on the floor, big cat. You get into a tussle, they'll try and choke the shit out of you, or even stab you with something, or possibly shoot you in your cranium. No, babe. The import of the quick Kung Fu, right, is to get away. And if they dare break into your properties, because I've seen Leah Golden, I watched that shit. I watch, right, CSI, right? I watched the first 48, and I watch Crime Watch Daily, mate. And I watch the things from vloggers on YouTube about somebody, how they caught their end. One final meeting, eh? Some people, their bones still haven't been found. Everybody's still wondering, what happened to Susie? She had to pick up one last thing from her ex. What was that? The death kill. You don't want that. No! You didn't want it. You didn't ask for it? Allow it blood. You don't want to be friends with them. Why would you want to be a friend with a snake in the gutter? If they're in the gutter, guess what, Power Grid? They want you to put them back into tip-top shape so they can curse you out again and break up with you. It's not friendship they want. They want your good. They want your soul. Is your soul on the chopping block? You need to ask you. They want a vacant orifice. They think you're a cum bucket. Yes, digest on that shit. That's what they, them, and I'm think. Don't miss this chance to use the energy of the Grand Conjunction to shift the energies on this planet. The age of Aquarius is going to be heralded in by the feminine. They don't understand, but they will see. I told you, after that time between then and March, you're going to see some changes that you never believed. It's going to beggar beyond belief. Certain things, age of Aquarius is what about things being revealed? The water bearer. Things are going to be spilled, darling dears. I don't think it's time. Listen, I've been, 49 minutes in? Big cat. I'm going to push off now. I don't think today was a kind of a day. This more was, let's talk about this shit. That shit right there. I'm going to push off now. No. I'm going to call a quick card. I'm going to pull a quick card. I can't. Let's call in the energies of guidance and protection. Energy's up. Right. Let's dive in, darling dears. I'll try and get to as much as I can before we get to the 60 minutes. What's that? Risen Phoenix 33, they said Pigs don't fly. They fly, mate. How else they gonna drop shit on a big cat? But they don't know the big cat is dexterous, mate. We are dodging bullets left, right, and center. F them. You're right, Epiphany Proudfoot. No, ma'am. What's this? A reverse empress. Somebody who doesn't know God. Someone who is what? Codependent. Doesn't know their worth. Living in lack, whether male or female, right? If it's a male, it's a straight up Mitch bitch, yes. Or it's a bitch Mitch, right? This is around you. I can't make it up. You saw it do the spinner. This is a fake embodiment, right, of the feminine energies. This is someone who is not nurturing. This is a narcissist personified. Listen, I told you I haven't got enough teeth to suck. I'm down to 31, right? I'm avoiding that dentist like the plague, mate. I'm brushing, mate. I'm flossing. Then after the dentist ripped that tooth from my head, right? It was on the side on the table and I saw flesh on it. He asked me, shall I put it in a bag to take with you? I said, no. Why would he want me to be traumatized in my home? What did he think? I wanted to eat the flesh off the tooth? Listen, again, I sidetrack. Right, a negative feminine energy. This could be a mother, a father, sister, brother. Somebody who is a full-on Mitch. Somebody who is not above. Using what? Emotional energies to what? Time travel, blood. I told you, that brother tried to interrupt the time travel, right? Time travel consort. Listen. The time continuum consort. Listen. They don't want me to say it. Oh my God. They wanted to interrupt, right? The time continuum, right? Don't let them. Face of the deck, darling dear. Masculine energy. Now we know who the full of bitch or Mitch is. Masculine energy. Whomsoever they with, mate. It looks like Cruvella. Duville, this is nobody's mother. This person is not nurturing. This person is self-serving. Whomsoever the pig Misha was, darling dear. It wasn't lovely, fabulous, or gorgeous. They didn't get the supply they expected. Or this, what, tree sloth? I told you, creature from the backwoods, right? That comes with many, many gifts. Chlamydia, BV, Brock Pocketus, right? A liar lying out of their lying hole, right? This is what they bucked upon. I can't make it up. You see how the cards line up? Because this is a teaching moment. You're right, Shelley. I told you already, we fought rainbows. Infinite possibilities. Right? Bottom feeders. Listen, they're gonna have me muttering like Muttley. Right? They want you to be, they trust your platform, darling dear. They trust what you bring to the tableau, base of the deck, because you know how to what? Keep things in their lane. Earth energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. They're also looking at what you're able to, what the seeds you're sowing, darling dear. I told you. Dema, Concha, Penta, Cale, they see your worth. From the nosebleed section, I told you, 911 Freddy Krueger Mud Hut. Pardon me. Another spiritual belch because I speaks the truth. Roof, pinkies up. They're full on what? Pennywise son or daughter. Right? They're going through what? The DNS. Watchtower of the North means what? DNS, mate. The dark night of the soul. They're going through what? Crack on crazy, mate. Whatever this what? Tree sloth in the background did or didn't do. It had them at hockey sticks at dawn. They wanted to what? Look, this is Pan. Trying to give you some, they're trying to what? Hypnotize your blood clot into fucking ease, mate. So they can interrupt the space and time continuum. Beggars beyond belief, big cat. Yes. Looking at something that is stable and abundant, right? While they're going through the dark night of the soul. I also told him, I did tell you that. I told him that he's going through karma. And if I become your friend, right? I'll be sharing in your karma. And unfortunately, I can't do that. Can't do it. That's above my... I listen. It's like it's coming back to me in bits and pieces because I couldn't fucking believe it. What's the matter with you? You're weird. Anyhow. I know. Oh, just the one, darling dear. And it's the amethyst crystal, right? Oh, if we're going to have one, let it be this. This is our. This is death, darling dear, the Scorpio energy. Yes, it's about your harmonization, right? Your teamwork, what you brought to the table, your loyalty and your trust. But they didn't realize that change would be afoot. This is represented by the letter E, the numbers 52, 53, 50, 54. Yes. I told you, you've got to let go of one beginning in order for your true new beginning to begin. I know, big cat. Let it go. Let it be like fodder on the wind. They're trying to get at your psychological password, I told you, just before you're about to get the biggest and the best blessing. Why? Because you paid attention to the signs and the signals. You understood the assignment. This is the rebirth after the death of the old you, the one that was pushed around like taffy. One dysfunctional situation after another until you became Gandalf the White and said this goes no further. You realize when these people slip, let them slide. And don't try and catch them because they'll drag you down, darling dear, and beat you with their bottom feeding experiences. Right? The Scorpio energy of it all, darling dears. Lean in, big cat. Lean in. This is about you being a rebel. This is your new start, a change being gifted to you. Why? Because of spiritual transformation. The DNS is not for the faint-hearted. And as I said many times, anyone who hasn't been through the DNS is a BAT. And I double down and I say what? A dummy bat, blood. A dummy bat. You ain't strong from the inside out. Yes. This is about possible physical change. Some of you looking different. You're looking lovely, gorgeous, and fabulous. Right? What happened to you, darling dear, as you dodged that bullet in the full-on Matrix kind of a way? Come through, Neo. Push, clap. Right? You started to look better, younger. You found joy. You found you. Bottom feeder central for sure. Listen, I better stop it's gonna get out my Tourette's. Nothing, don't mean mean things against people that actually have Tourette's, but when you get to what? Somebody trying to test your gangster, I'm telling you, it lets it fly out. Yes. This is a full ending, darling dear. And whatever transformation or change you wish to usher in, now is the time for you to what? Start working towards it. Speak it into existence, darling dear. And so shall it be. You have to ask in order for it to be answered. Right? They're stuck in the DNS, mate. Going through cycles. Rinse and repeat. Yes. And look what's underneath that. It's hotting up, guys. They're going through the Guantanamo Bay, eh? Tiptoeing through what? That haze. That dark path. Never forget, big cat. Anytime you're unsure, remember this, and it'll sort you out a treat. My hairline comes first, blood. Your hairline comes first. Talking about hairlines, right? I remember one time I was speaking to this dick dealer, right? When he was trying to draw me back with the text messages after I told him, get out, right? Don't come back because you're weird. You're full of shit, right? He was like, what did I say? What did I say to him? Yeah, I said, wicked people are quick to lose their hairline. So he started laughing and saying that what? I have a widow's peak. I said, that is a definite mark of the devil. It's written everywhere. He shut him up, mate. That was the last message he sent me. Fucking sending me messages for. When I've got time to plan my answers and double it down. I told you, Google is your friend, blood. Yes, Iowa, the death of the old as we usher in the new. This also speaks about status, darling dear, being above the rest. Why? Because you've been clued in. You know what's going on. Let's get a deck. Base of the deck, Queen of Pentacles. This is about you being focused, knowing your worth. Independent, darling dear. True husband or wife material. If you have, this is also my single parent card. If you've got progeny, you are leading the way. This is about being focused on what you've got going on. The Queen of Pentacles is somebody who is what? Determined and warm. Some of you are counselors. This is also about your business acumen. You sued back upon the Empress. This is about a sign for you to continue to remain focused. Focus, darling dear. Knowing your worth. Absolutely nurturing. The Queen of Pentacles showing up as well speaks about protection, darling dear. You are protected. Right, energy around the past. Past energy around the big cat. Oh, you got a throuple. Oh, listen. I can't make it up. The blessing blocker. Somebody from the past, yesteryear, realizes that you are the Queen of Cups, right? Unconditional love, darling dear. They see that you're highly intuitive, right? A loyal partner, all of these things. They'd love to rush in with that seasoned foot on. Yes, blessing blocker and Zenblanity. And a water sharing in their karma. I can't make it up. My cards don't ramp. Every time is a teaching. They'd like to come back through. The past wants to revisit your life. Right? You're not even focused on this person. I told you. Right? When you're reading tarot, pay attention to where everybody's facing. Right? This person paid no attention to your progeny if you have them. The child is on his flipping head, blood. The child is on his head. This person, right, likes to rush in and out of people's lives. Not there for a long time, just enough to drop off a soul tie, an STD, and whatever else fucking is on their roster. Right? They're focused on you. The past is watching you, mate, looking over your shoulder, right, to see what you've got going on, because they feel it's gathering season. Yes, they want to gather you together, right, to fuck you over again, mate. You dodged a bullet, darling dear. Left the you're not focused on the past situation, right? You see her face, it's looking to the left, but it's down. When it's looking to the left, it's looking back into the past. When it's looking down, you're focusing on your cup of love. Love of self. Highly intuitive, darling dear. Current energy around Big Cat. Oh, this, listen, did you see it jump up like that? Completion. End of a season, darling dear. Full on change. Somebody's spying on the World Wide Web because you look fabulous, gorgeous, and lovely. Whatever you're serving is a full on good golly. And gosh, I told you, Big Cat, world card. You ended a situation, closed the chapter, right? But realized that you can what? Reinvent yourself. Law 25 of the 48 laws of power. You simply had to. And never you forget. Proverbs 26:11. As a what? Dog returns to his vomit. Only a fool will return to his folly. You can't go back for healing in a situation that broke you. That had you barking at passing cars. Are you mad blood? Bruh. Or sistrine. Ending of a cycle, darling dear. Right? A cycle where he was made to feel what? Less than. Vulnerable. Right? Being able to pull around like taffy. Getting your ass kicked. A two-piece, right? And I don't mean a KFC. No. This is physical action. You felt stagnant in a situation where you had no voice. You couldn't speak your truth. In that shit. You're not even looking at the person that you was, because you will never be that personage again. Vulnerable and weak? I think not. Base of the deck, darling dear. The codependent, haven't forgotten you. They would love to what? Hang on to your coattails. This is somebody who's going through some kind of a debt. They also having what? A psychological displacement blood, right? Something's not quite right in their cranium. They think you've forgotten. I told you, you forgive, but remember that bastardo's name. Hey, nothing like a bit of intel and a file. Yes, I know we float tested the hard copy over the dustbin, but your memory, right? You have the memory of an elephant. You don't forget. You file it. Toe tag that bitch. Or Mitch. Yes, let's look what's going on here. This person wants you to be vulnerable to whatever actions they're bringing into the situation, right? They're taking into no emotional account if you have progeny, right? Some of you even lost a child in a situation. Could have been a miscarriage brought on by an STD, because I told you the ones in the reverse, right, is negative physical actions made. I know your mind just ran on lots of things. That's why I'm going to push on, because we're not getting stuck in the past. It's not about that. It's the lesson, darling dear, right? They wanted you to be vulnerable, but look where your face is. Your face is on your new beginning. Look where it's all lining up. This new beginning that you co-created for yourself. Why? Because you put a lid on your emotions. You bossed up. You understood whomsoever has control of your emotions is your king, and you didn't fancy that. You didn't find it to be lovely, gorgeous, or fabulous. Right? This person would love to come in and jump on your back again, right? Get at your spiritual whack, right? Have you all vulnerable and block your blessings all in one fell swoop. Brad pocketers, right? Look at what they're looking at. Look where his face is. It's pointed at, they're looking at your new beginning. They're wondering whom is in your inner circle. Yes. Wondering all that, this and that. Where's my tiny cards? Where are they? Oh, here they are. Base of the deck. Oh, told you they feel disappointed, disillusioned, and dumbass. This dickhead. Yes, because you don't want their cup of bullshit. The bull swanky, the fucking ease, the hopium. And they certainly can't get the spiritual whap. You've got everything crossed, mate. Allow them in the DNS, mate. They're going through it. And it's getting hot to trot. Told you. They're going through cycles. They will try and guilt you out with the what? Whisperings of Hannibal Lecter. Look, I can't make it up. It's the truth, Roof. This is about clarity of mind, darling dear. We don't go for what? The grey area. We look at the black and white. You've got so much intel. Your common sense. Your flip-flops, mate. Our flip-flops, we rent them out like B&B. Are you kidding me? What's this falling on your world? Right? Listen, I told you they're spying big time, king size time on the World Wide Web. The King of Swords is the gatherer of information. Also, someone who likes to what? Take action once they've got all of their information. Look what they want to take action towards. Hioka, empath, the high priest or priestess. This is a time for you to what? Sit between the two pillars of wisdom, Boaz and Jashin, right? The pomegranates at the back of her. There is what? 12 for the tree of life. This is about you having your file, darling dear, your spiritual file, and what is above and below your spiritual pay grade. This is fucking ease. They're watching you glow up and grow up, darling dear. The high priestess comes with secrets. You have the file. You understand the secrets. You know how to bend the matrix. As they gathered information, you gathered information and bossed up in your cranium. King size information. You became a keyboard gangster. Right. Any more messages before we come off this particular Oh, something for the Queen of Cups. Isolation is key, darling dear. Get that monkey off your back. You already have their file. You've already isolated yourself from a situation that you simply mustn't go back to. The Hermit, you've been through the DNS. It fell on you in the upright. And you are no dummy bat. Move away from that situation. Look, narcissist who will come back in and tongue wrestle. I can't make it up. They want you to take the cup of opium. Don't do it, Miss Seeley. Don't do it. No. That's what they want. A dick dealer. 2 nights. Right? 2 nights on the tableau means think case. Think disagreements, arguments. Knights and messengers. Right? This person possibly had you in a third party situation. This person is a lying liar, lying out of their lying hole. This is a narcissist, sociopath. A situation that you've already washed your face like David from. They want to come back through that rusty cup, right? An offer of romance. It's not romance. They want to wash your brain. It's not romance. It's brainwashing session. They want to give you a brainwashing session. Look, they've even bought the cup to wash your brain in blood. Even the horse feels sorry for you. The horse can't even look you in the eye. Look, big cat. The intel is afoot. Pay attention. Dot your I's and cross your T's. Right? This is a time for you to be celebrating your feminine energy, celebrating your successes. You're going to be what? Partying and celebration. This also speaks about a third party situation that you had to simply, listen, I can't make it up. You had to become the Queen of Swords. You had to turn your back on that shit. You are wise, darling. You have what? The wisdom of your experiences. And your words are cutting like any sharpest blade. Your wit is off the chain, darling dear. You speak the truth, which many can't take. This is about you turning your back on Sodom and Gomorrah once and for all, because you got big things to be getting on with. The Queen of Swords blood. You've already got the Empress, the High Priestess, and the Queen of Swords. Will we see the Empress? We already saw the Empress, but this is a reverse Empress blood. Somebody who wanted to be you. Going through it, mate. A season of black pockets, and this looks like what? Bad luck. Has been a monkey on their back. Yes. Any more messages for this? What fell on the masculine is under judgment. What did I say? And what does the judgment card mean? It means an X, the letter X. Somebody who would like to be Mac the knife in your life and come back to fuck you over again without the Vaseline. And you can't have a safe word with them. They don't understand pineapples means let go of my consciousness. No. This masculine is under judgment. You've got those badass alchemist ways, darling dear. I told you, Big Cat, you are a walking agent of karma. Divine has gifted you with all of the tools. This also speaks about quick movement. Some of you are going to be traveling, darling dears. Utilizing your gifts to bring in exactly what you want. The magician gets what they want with their what? Their communications, right? And your intellect. Far wiser than they chalked it up for you, darling dears. They thought you was feeble-minded. They, them and They thought you was coming back. They thought you was marking time, waiting for them. They thought that you were saving your good so that they could come and pollute it again, right? With what? A soul tie and an STD. They, them and right? What did I say? They wants to come through with this. Who wants that? This is active in the upright. They better piss off with that, right? It's not going to work, blood. It's not going to work. How can it work? There is no teammanship here. I told you, they was never your friend. Why would they want to be your friend now? To break down whatever you've got going on. To ruin your business plans, right? The Pentacles speaks about your mental health, darling dear. It fell on the what? The 5. This goes to 5 of Pentacles in the upright, darling dear. I mean, in the reverse. That means that you came out of the DNS, right? You turned around your financial situation, your portfolio, right? You've got a new job, right? The health, the mental health of your progeny, you got that into hand, because Five of Pentacles is usually somebody in the snow with a child on crutches, right? You turned around a lot of shiznai, darling dear. They want to come and break whatever you've built by the sweat of your proverbial walls. Fetch the black bags, blood. What else is this? Oh, look. The backstabber from yesteryear. They're not having a fabulous, gorgeous time. Can you lock off everything? Everything, blood. Everything. Bloody cheek, how dare they? They want to be serving that you're feeble-minded, weak-willed, desperado. Ha ha! Laugh with me, big cats. Can you feel me? Give me a cat in the comments. Anything else for this tableau before we push off? We've been here a very long time. What's this? Look what fell on all of this. Look. Right, let's fan it out and see what's going on here. Here's my shit. Here it is. This dick dealer, right? Listen, they look gorgeous. Handsome, beautiful, lovely, but they are a dark heart. Why? Because we see what their emotional intent is. The King of Cups on its face. This is a high commander Decepticon, right? This is somebody who is emotionally cold. Somebody who likes to what? Use their energy like little finger, right? Shift the blame on you. This is nobody's husband or wife. They are what? Flighty and finicky. They just want to see if they've got the right digit for your psychological password. High Commander Decepticon, you're not even looking at none of that shit, because you've got your broken heart here, right? But you've also got the Two of Swords in your hand. This is the Two of Swords for clarity, darling dear. Having made a head over heart decision, because you realize your heart was skullduggerous, right? Your heart had to be taken in hand, right? They want to come and if shit is here, definitely here. And right next to it is a bit more. They've got that curse, Law 10 of the 48 laws of power, to be avoided at all costs. Lest you be beaten with the same branch of bad luckiness and a set of unfortunate circumstances. They want you to be vulnerable to all what they've got to offer. Who can resist such a plethora? Yes. They want you to be vulnerable over a situation that was fraught with injustices, right? But you've made a what? They want you to be unsure of the choice that you've made, right? Even though your heart is clean and pure now. After you've taken a dagger out and cut those etheric cords. They want you back in that unjust situation. If it's a legal situation, they're going to drag it out. Why? Because they're trying to get your heart chakra back in what? Imprisonment stage. Then they'll do it again. That's the lovers, darling dear. They'll do it again. They won't be sorry. They're full of shit. Right, where's my deck of the wicked? Before we push off. They're going for it, mate. They're my god tree. They're at crisis point, guys. If they're calling you up or trying to catch your attention, if they've still got an idea where you be on the globe, because a lot of you went into stealth mode, right? What else? What about the wicked? What else do we need to know before we push off? Right? Because we've been at it for 79 minutes. Is anything from this deck? This is the last shuffle. All right. What did I say? Little finger in the background trying to move things around. What? What? Calling your ancestors, darling dear. Because why? They're plotting, mate. Right? What are they plotting? Right? They're your secret enemy. Right? They're planning your downfall. And they envy the status you got. Right? Your status could be even just that you've got your common sense. That is the best status to have. Little finger. Right? What else? They know that you found your Chiron. You know how to heal. Right? Time to toe tag the pain. Right? You're a natural healer, right? And you having found your Chiron, you can use those tools in your Chiron to heal others that are stuck in codependent situations. Trust me, it's true. What's this? I spit in your food and drink. Spell work is a fool. I told you them and I wanted to buy me dinner. Oh hell no. Bitch, you ain't poisoning me, the red light, green light champion. No! Nobody can pour my drink or buy my dinner. I told you, if I've got to go on the road, I've got my melons, right, in cat-sized chunk bites, right? I've got my sealed package of salted almonds. I've got my fizzy water. I don't want nothing to eat or drink from nobody, right? Look at this. I sold my soul to the devil, and it's in reverse. So whatever they sold it for, mate, they didn't get a good recompense. Oh, and we have a blank card, darling, yeah, because spirit is set in. Whatever you wish, darling dear, is about to be granted, just like what they wish for you is also granted on them. So that spell work is working, guys, on them. Ha ha! Right? Their secrets have secrets. Who wants that? Right? And a throuple gone bad. Right? STD and a whole naked baby. Now that you're gone, I feel the loss of your love in an unrequited kind of a way. Fetch the black bags. Big Cat Chronicles continues on that note. I drops me mic. Todd love to Teesprings, Todd love to Patreon, or simply come back here where I will be coming through with the intel. And as I always say, don't get smoked. Don't smoke yourself, Big Cat. It's so ungracious, especially after we've done the Mission Impossible, mate. We've bent the matrix. And we're prepared for everything at any time, right? The ex-narc wants to be your friend. You better drop and pray, right? That dark Vader scourge, right, doesn't get a foothold in your life. Their ego is their amigo, right? And you surely did dodge a bullet. You didn't feel like it at the time. It was the worst feeling in the world. But you had to lean into that pain and heal from the inside out. So don't do it again. Smack yourself on your handses, right? Don't second guess yourself and don't doubt yourself. You did the right thing. And the you are today, your future self is going to thank you. How about that? Be the example for your future self. Dot them I's and cross them T's. And as I always say, don't get smoked and don't smoke yourself. From the ashes, baby. The ex-narc wants to be your friend. If that don't get you screaming and running to the hills, I don't know what will. From the ashes, baby. Namaste. Cat, 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 cat.